witches. I was not at all expecting to be shooting right now. But I got the mail. And guess what? I have another gift deck. And this one is from Annette Haug in Norway. Thank you so much, my dear. Where's her note? She says a little something to say thank you for all that you do and share from Anne Haug. So thank you so much, my dear. And today, I mean, you see bare bones here. I've got like bare frickin' wires and shit because I spent all day today photographing stuff and cleaned off my desktop and have not reset anything. And I want you to know also that I don't think you can see him here, but before I lit my charcoal, which scared him, I had, oh, baby, I had a pie. Here, come up on the back of the chair. That's where you belong. Come in the back of the chair. I had a pie sitting right on it. He got up on the desk because he loves nothing more than watching my cursor go around and watching things on the screen and being right in my way. So he came up and his little butt was planted on that box. So he has done the familiar thing. But look at this. Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle, illustrated by Giada Rose. It says Lorriane Anderson and Juliet Diaz are the names up here, and then we have the illustrator down below. Beautiful box. It's Rockpool Publishing. Look at the pentagram there. Isn't that awesome? Oh, dear. All right, old eyes need more light. All right. Samhain, let's see, red on black, so hard to read. Harness the intuitive power of the year's most magical night. All right. Samhain is one of the most potent and magical nights of the year for performing divination, ritual, and spells. Now you can experience the magic and electric energies of the sacred night all year long with Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. This beautifully designed and illustrated book and 44 card deck set will connect you to the spirit realm to bring healing, understanding, protection, and guidance. Original poetry from Juliet Diaz works as invocations for magic and ritual, while intuitive guidance from Lorriane Anderson will take you through your personal readings. Finally, the beautiful artwork of Giada Rose will transport you to new worlds, unlock the secret insights with spells and recipes to make the most of Samhain energy. Recipes? Hell yeah! So as Rockpool does, they have this lovely heavy box with, look at that nice full moon inside the lid, and a nice thick book with a sepia tone. No, they're full color. By gosh. Boy, howdy. Golly whiz. And then here's the Rockpool Oracle. Download today. It's a nice thing to have on your phone. The thing is, you got to purchase the decks from inside the app, though. I wish that having this, I wish there was a way for them to know, like a code inside here that you could go in that they knew, okay, you've purchased this deck, and then it unlocks the deck in the digital format. And we've got their, look, looky look. Please don't scratch my camera bag. All right. So the beautiful red foil, and look at the back. My hands are steaming. You were leaving marks. So we've got a moon and 4 hands coming in, and the hands have like branches or even antlers looking. Wow. And pentacle, there's a pentacle in the corners. Yep. Hold on a second. That makes it better, because there will surely be cats pushing the door open. All right. All Hallows Eve. Call upon the voices that stir your senses through the night. Cast an unforgiven howl as you stomp your might through the ground. Okay, so they were talking about poetry, and they were not kidding. As you stomp your might through the ground, cast an unforgiven howl. Ooh, altar. So very interesting text on the cards. A sacred devotion, a worship skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep. A sacred devotion, a worship skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep. And that is for altar. So those are deep. Those are some deep verses there. You're not going to get like a surfacey thing. This isn't just surface keywords. And what a wonderful thing for a Samhain oracle to take you. I mean, you have to go into your unconscious, into your subconscious, in order to connect with these. Ancestors, they hiss a quivering so deep, only roots of your soil can lift the nakedness hidden within the vows made in silence. That's loaded. And an ancient chill walking upon the spine. Holy moly. Apples, to taste one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flame hides drowning waters. Let's back up and look at some images here. Here's the ancestors in their graves, visiting the graves. Do you hear those whispers? This is so weird. It must be that it is so dry because heat's on and everything today, and my fingers are leaving like vapor trails. Apples, to taste one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flame hides drowning waters. Look at her holding the apples. I love the artwork. Banshee, heed my warning, dear child, for what I hold is far from unsung lullabies. Swallow a nail, and you can expect bleeding from within. Bat, invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. Black cat. I think I'll read through the first 10 and then we'll go. There's a curious journey into the depths of the unknown, hidden so deep that only the brave will gracefully return with light in their eyes and shadow leading home. Broom. What dreams may come from what you seek. Make room, make way, a clearing need be. Now that one has a very clear directive to it. I can't wait to get into the book and see what's offered there. Candle magic. So this is Juliet, Diaz, and Giada Rose. And then when we get to the book, we'll go to Lorriane Anderson's writing. Speak your breath into its velvet. Recite along its spine all that you desire, all that which will unravel. Wow. Cauldron. Bewitching, yes it be, blink and you shall see a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. Okay, that's the first 10. Then we have Coming of Winter. Crystals and herbs. Oh, what medicine, what sacredness to behold, a dash of healing straight from mother's home. Dark moon. Oh, man. I mean, what a vibe. In the dark of your heart lives new breath waiting for you to release its ghost. Divination. Take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. Elders. Elements. Frog. Wow. Graveyard. Greet the darkness. Oh, this is so perfect for right now. Here where the spine bends and the mouth quivers, breathes the hidden, the pieces that make you whole but cut deep with all of their sharp edges. Grief. Haunted. Healer. Intuition. Oh, look at the third eye. You hold the answers, you know the truths. Ancient ones await behind the doors of the mind. That's pretty straightforward. Journey. Daughters of our mother, walkers of the unknown, take with you on this journey all that you hone. Mischief. Keep your eyelids open and sight sharp as nails, for there's something trailing behind your tail. Wow. Nature spirits. Oh, look at her. Owl. Hey, behold sight, O ancient ones, for there is magic in the darkest of places if one dares to open their eyes. Sounds like Dumbledore. Potions and spells, a pinch of this, a dash of that. Be sure you're sure before you call. Protection. Oh, look at them in their veils. This is my house, stained by the very blood flowing through its walls, covered in a veil of delicious prayers, yet deadly to those who dare lift its hidden. Period. Pumpkin. Rebirth. Reflection. Ritual. Can you feel them? Wild creatures linked by the very blood you will spill into your craft. A ritual of dedication to self and those whose gazes hold fire, but whose whispers carry you softly through the unknown. Rooted, may you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. Very, very dense, some of them. Seduction. Hear the roaring flames with the masterful trance that calls upon heaving chest. Give in to its alluring grip, if you please, in all caps, but heed my warning of the claws that draw blood without mercy. Silence. There is a sweet embrace in the nothingness stillness brings, a presence of self, fully embodied. That's lovely. Listen to it again. There is a sweet embrace in the nothingness stillness brings, a presence of self, fully embodied. That is a whole teaching right there. Spider, what a wild web we weave, dear child, a delicious mystery untamed. Look at that. Third harvest. Yes, Samhain is the third harvest. The first is Lammas, and then Mabon, and then Samhain. Daughters of the woods, feel thy sacred swell with suppleness. Taste the gathering of honey's milk filling your emptiness. Transformation. Oops. The underworld. The veil. Sorry, down low there. Voices. Witch. Grab hold, allow the dwelling fire within belly awaken. Allow the dwelling fire within belly awaken all that is. Okay. A mere glimpse, a delicate pull at the very roots, living in the alchemy of self. And the last one is wolf. They said 44, right? Yep. Devour the ferocious, calling within the howling of your spirit. Run wildly into the freedom of your knowing. Delicious. This deck is delicious. This is copyright 2020, brand spanking new. All right, about the authors. Lorriane Anderson is the founder of Spirit Element, a spiritual wellness boutique, The Spirit Guides, a blog devoted to modern mysticism, and co-founder of Sacred Craft Academy, an online school for mysticism and spiritual truth. She has more than 10 years' experience as a herbalist, aromatherapist, and because it doesn't say Anne, I know this is, English or Australian. As a herbalist, aromatherapist, crystal healer, and practitioner of the magical and earth-based arts, she draws her practice from her varied cultural heritage, which includes Benish, Romanian, and Irish. Then we have Juliet Diaz, is an indigenous Taino Cubana. Wow. A bruja, healer, and seer from a long line of curanderos, healers, and witches. She is a well-known and highly respected speaker. Signs of her natural gifts of healing, energy reading, and communication with spirits, plants, nature, and other realms shone through at the age of 3. She believes magic lives within us all and feels passionately about inspiring others to step into their truth. She has a Master's of Science in Herbal Medicine. She's also a best-selling author. Her book, Witchery, Embrace the Witch Within. Okay. About the illustrator, Giada Rose, a Kentucky-based illustrator. That name sounds familiar. And designer interested in the gossamer threads that stretch between magic, nature, femininity, and art. Her childhood was spent moving around the American West. She's lived in 7 states thus far and was born in Italy, and she continues to feel the nomadic pull. Her work is infused with a longing for the old ways and a love of the seasons, mythology, historical customs, tarot, and folklore. She particularly enjoys fairy tales from around the world and strives with her paintings to create a portal into stillness and a tinge of nostalgia for a magical place and a bygone time. Prints and originals of her work are available in her Etsy shop, Giada Rose. You can find her on Instagram at Rose Witchery and on her website, giada-rose.com. Okay. So, a lot of wonderful witchy experience there, and then we have an introduction. Then we have about the cards. They're broken up into 3 sections, the witch familiars, the witch tools, and the Samhain, and are arranged in alphabetical order to make finding your cards quick and easy. We have also included a number of reading spells made specifically for this deck, although you can certainly use them with other cards. Each card includes an original poem written by Juliet. These poems can be used in your spells, rituals, potion making, and meditations as an invocation to call in the energy of each card. You'll also find key terms, a bit of information about the card, and card meanings for both their upright and reverse position. Reverse meanings are not always bad. Let's see. There are some that are more positive than their upright counterparts. You will also find the word death being used at many times throughout, but have no worry. We would never presume to know the death of any one person. This term is symbolic and simply means something in your life is ready to go. Finally, you will find many cards contain additional information and some have spells. This information is to further support you in your pursuit of working with Samhain energy. Have fun as you work with these cards. Blessed be, Lorriane and Juliet. Yay, and then we've got card spreads. So there's 3 card. Interview your deck spread. What personality does this deck have? What is your strength? What is your weakness? How will you help me grow? When should I call on you for guidance? What is the best way to work with you? What will our relationship be like? Graveyard spread, 4 cards. What needs to be laid to rest in my life? How can I be okay with letting this go? What lessons did I learn from this situation? How can I use what I've learned for growth? Spiritual counsel. What do my ancestors and guides want me to know? Why are they telling me this? How can I better receive their guidance? Reclaiming my power spread. What's currently holding me back? How can I release what's holding me back? What is my greatest strength? How can I learn to love myself more? Where can I find inspiration? What gift are my guides? What gift are my guides are giving me right now? What gift are my guides giving me right now? The rotten apple spread. What do I need to be aware of? What can I do to protect myself from this? What's the lesson in this situation? Additional advice and outcome. Transformation. There's a lot of spreads here. Transformation, weekly outlook, the witch's tools spread, the moon phases, the shadow spread. I might do the moon phases one for you, Anne. The healers, the coming of winter, and the Athame spread. All right. A lot of stuff about letting go because that's Samhain, so definitely the deck has the vibe. All right. Keywords, emotion, summoning. So we have succinct keywords. And then we have the verse that's on the card. Then we have a description. So the description and the, explanation. And then if you have pulled All Hallows Eve, you're being called to summon your inner magic. And then we have reversed. Okay, let's go to the back and see if there's anything beyond the end. Wolf, no. All right. Let's try a souffle. It's been a while since I've shuffled a Rockpool deck. And it's lovely. And these red foil edges, I want to put them in my mouth. And I want to tell you guys, I had to wake myself up for this. I have been just falling asleep in the evenings, and I'm not a napper, but this light change and everything's kicking my ass. So I was like, I had to take my son somewhere. Came back home, and I was ready to I'm going to sit down and take a nap. But then I got the mail. So, they don't want to be shuffled like that anymore. Ancestors and allies, guides and guardians. Please come in and bring me your wisdom. Bring the messages that Anne needs to hear, and let them be insightful and accurate and applicable to everyone watching this video. So mote it be. All right. I think I said phases of the moon spread. So that's what I'm programming the deck with. Please. All right, there's a 1. And look, it's the same as the book. Okay. They're telling me one more. And then we take them off the top. All right. Let's go back to the phases of the moon. Interview with your deck. What's the spiritual council? Right. Moon phases spread. Here we go. So the first card represents the dark moon. It says, use this spread as a simple manifestation tool to help you know if you're on the right track towards bringing your intention to life. Dark moon, what am I calling to fruition right now? And that is the number 32 card. Very difficult to see the numbers on the cards in the book in this light. What do we got? That's 26. Wait. There we go. The keywords are truth and fear. Be wary of things you believe to see with eyes wide shut, for they are mirrors of the mad and truths only spoken with a bleeding tongue. Yeah, truth and fear. Okay, reflection shows you the person you've become, for better or for worse. It shows the parts of yourself you wish you could hide and the parts that are to your liking. Your reflection has no desire to hide your truth. You are being guided to acknowledge who you are at this time. Looking to the future is great, and so is setting goals, but how can you make a plan for where you're going if you haven't come to terms with where you are now? So the question of what am I calling to fruition is just where am I now? Starting from where I am and assessing. It can be challenging to stand in the truth of who you are today. No one wants to say I'm overweight or I'm in debt or I'm sabotaging my goals. However, pretending these circumstances do not exist is like hiding under a sheet of paper in a rainstorm. It will protect you for a few moments, but eventually the water will soak through and you will be forced to face your reality, or in this case, your reflection. Reflection has come into your reading to ask you to be honest with yourself. Stop hiding from the situation you are facing. You must use where you are as a starting place for any real change to occur. Okay, what are you calling to fruition? Let's find out, because what you need to do before you start calling in new stuff is to be right where you are now. Card number 2 is the waxing moon. What do I need to do to make this manifestation stick? So like I said, what are you trying to manifest? I guess just a clearer vision of yourself and who you are and what you want. All right, now how do we make this stick? And the card we get is Haunted. The breaking of the floor beneath your naked feet, the creaking of the walls as the cold kisses flesh. You're never really alone when in the company of hauntings within bone. Keywords are atonement and company. What do I need to do to make this manifestation stick? Well, we've got to wash away the past. We've got to atone for whatever, needs to be released in the past. So when you pay up or you go to someone and say, this happened in the past, and I'm sorry, or and talk to them about it. Sorry, I'm rearranging the furniture. Then you can heal something, perhaps have something forgiven or forgive something, and then leave the story in the past. Okay? The definition of a poltergeist is an unknown spirit that causes disturbances such as loud noise or moving furniture. In fact, the word poltergeist is German and means noisy spirit. Originally, poltergeists were thought to be demons who played tricks, focusing their attention on one specific person. However, theories surrounding the origins of poltergeist disturbances have changed. Many believe poltergeists to be a manifestation of an individual's troubled psyche, as disturbances generally focus on one person. This person is usually in some kind of pain or trauma, either from things done to them or things they've done to others. The poltergeist becomes a physical representation of the pain that has been locked away and left to fester. Eventually, that pain becomes too much for the person to hold, and a poltergeist is born, bringing with it a terrifying display of what is hidden. You've pulled the haunted card because there's something that you must atone for. You've locked something away, choosing to ignore it rather than to own up to your mistake. This can be something you've done to someone else, but also something you feel you've done to yourself. Perhaps a choice you'd like to forget, or even a trauma that you've never dealt with. Whatever your situation, know that your hauntings will continue until you're ready to face the monster your pain has created. This is especially true if you've also pulled the cards Greet the Darkness or Ghost. Okay, so reflection, manifesting. You want to step more into your most authentic self, and this is talking about dealing with the trauma that is haunting you and dealing with the past so that you can move forward. Okay. The next one is full moon. How will I know when I've achieved this goal? And we have ancestors. And that was the one with the quivering hiss, with a hiss. They hiss a quivering so deep only roots of your soil can lift the nakedness hidden within the vows made in silence. An ancient chill walking upon the spine. All right, so how will you know? Protection, guidance. The guidance you receive. How will you know? You'll get those little taps on the shoulder, the 111s and 222s and things like that. You will see amazing things. There was a morning several days ago that I was going someplace to take care of something for my mother, whose name was Dolores, but they called her Doe, D-O-E. And it was 10 o'clock in the morning, and it might have been 2. It was between like 11 and 2 in the afternoon. I think it was on the earlier side, like 11-ish. And I'm going through the center of campus, and there's a doe standing right next to the road in daylight, traffic going by. And of course I stopped. There was nobody behind me, so I stopped and put my window down and said, "Hey, hi honey, how you doing?" And then she kind of kicked up a little bit and walked very leisurely across the road. So it was like, "Hi mom," there was doe showing up. So that's the kind of things that will let you know you're on the right track. All right, wait. Your ancestors are always with you, protecting you. They watch over you and keep you from harm's way. They're telling you that it is safe to go forward, and you absolutely need to. You feel them with you. Yeah, totally. They also protect you from things you cannot see, like someone trying to put a hex on you or someone who is talking about you behind your back. These threats never make it to you because your ancestors have protected you without you having to ask. They want what is best for you, and they love you unconditionally. Rest easy. You've chosen this card because you're being protected and guided, even if you can't see how. Everything that has brought you here has been for a purpose. There's some lesson, blessing, or miracle in every situation you've ever faced, good or bad. Trust in those who watch over you. Know that there are thousands, maybe millions of your ancestors who've walked before you, sharing their love, wisdom, and protection. Truth. You go back, I think it's 21 generations, and you have over 1 million grandparents. In that generation. In that one generation. Okay. Be sure to thank them, because you wouldn't be here if they hadn't worked their hard walked their hardships before you. Many have lived and died, laughed and suffered and sacrificed so that you can be here. Honor your ancestors by trusting them to watch over you. Call on them when you feel alone or afraid, and give your fears to them, allowing them to hold you as you walk your path in life. So how will you know? You will feel guided. You will feel protected. You will feel that presence, is what I'm getting there. And then we have protection again. What do I need to release in order to be successful? So protection. So I think we're getting a message here about not clinging to the safe places, that, you know, your ancestors are protecting you, and they certainly will let you know that. But what do I need to let go of? It says, this is my house, stained by the very blood flowing through its walls, covered in a veil of delicious prayers, yet deadly to those who dare lift its hidden. The keywords are safety and hidden. Many of us have had to search out our own safety since beginning our journeys as spiritual healers, students, and teachers. Is that true? We've faced criticism for being witches, faced jealousy for being true to our paths, and had to withstand attacks from our own egos. But we rise and keep going with fearless determination. We know we have our spiritual team, our ancestors, guides, and angels, to support us and keep us from harm. You are always protected, my dearest witch, no matter how scary the world may seem, or how many things go bump in the dark night of your soul. Within you is a space that cannot be harmed, penetrated, or shaken. Here you can retreat to heal and find comfort. You need only step through the veil into the arms of those who love and care for you. If you've drawn protection, know that all is well and you are safe. Your spiritual support team will protect you from harm. You are protected from hexes, evil eyes, dangers, psychic attacks. You're even protected from the dangers of your earth-based ego. Know that you can handle anything. When you're feeling unsafe, speak to the powers that be. Ask them to guide you where you do not have eyes, and to keep you safe when you're in harm's way. They are always walking with you and are ready to provide you with additional support whenever you feel the need to ask. So, wow. That's kind of crazy there. So what are you trying to manifest? Your true face, your true self, all the layers disappearing. What was that one in your way? What do you need to do to make it stick? You need to work through the trauma and the karmic patterns that need to be completed, whether that means you go to someone to ask them for forgiveness, or you go to someone in order to forgive them, or you work things out on your own. It's just saying it's time to deal with the ghosts and the things of the past that keep coming up in your mind. And this can also be just verbal patterns that have been installed. You know, if there was a message that came to you over and over and over again in childhood, you're not good enough. Oh, you're a girl, you're not good at those things. Oh, that's only for boys. Or just, whatever messages. Oh, about your body, about, your appearance. Those are the kind of things we're talking about here. And then this one, how will I know when I've achieved it? Well, your ancestors, I think, will give you a big howdy, and you'll start getting those synchronicities. Ask your ancestors to let you know very clearly when you've arrived, at the next way station before you go on to the next karmic stuff. And then the last one, what do I need to release, was the protection thing. And so I think what you need to release here is maybe the idea that you need that much protection. Because this is saying you're safe, and it's like, just let it go. Let go of the fear, let go of the worry, let go of the negativity, let go of the old messages from people who are not you, let go of the self-talk, the negative self-talk that got installed along the way and also is not you. Because going back to this beginning here, it's all about your reflection and getting through the layers of that to reveal your true face. So she's got a crystal ball in her lap. So yeah, the layers and layers of things that haunt your mind, that keep you pulling into the past. So ancestors can also talk about getting pulled into the past. Now this deck is really starting to talk. And what you release is just the need for as much protection. And I think this is just acknowledgement that you're stronger than you think. You're stronger than you think. You can do this. And you have your ancestors there to walk you through, and you are protected as well. So you can let go of the fear. You can take off the mask. You can peel away some layers and let your true self shine through. Yes, you can. Wow, you guys. And baby. Amazing. This is getting funner every day, everybody. All right. I really hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. What an incredible deck. And down below, you can have this same experience by gifting me with a deck. I am blown away every time one arrives, you guys. It's like I can't get over the fact that people who have never met me want to buy me presents. It just blows my mind. So if you want to do that, my Amazon wish list is down below, and I'll give you a reading. You can also just send me a donation, or you can join my Patreon, or you can join my Discord. All of the above. And I'll be here tomorrow for another unboxing and all kinds of other stuff along the way. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me. Please wear your masks and wash your hands and keep yourself safe. Let me extend this protection to you. All right? See you tomorrow, gang. This is the Zen Witch. Blessed be.